It's early in the morning, and Fred is doing his daily swim in the pool, while I am at one of my exercise classes.
I love being in the pool. It gives me time to think about things. And today, the topic is our upcoming anniversary, which is only a few months away.
I remember our first date in Philadelphia more than 25 years ago. And I remember your red Porsche, which I'll admit was a big attraction. Those were very romantic times. We were married in December 1978. It was a small wedding with only the immediate family attending. Our honeymoon was in Vermont, my first time skiing. But that sure wasn't my idea. I should have known then that our lives would be full of adventures. Like our trip the next year to India or Nepal. God, we thought we were in great shape because we walked to the Philadelphia Zoo and back. But we did it. 80 miles in 6 days, reaching an elevation of over 12,000 feet. Remember our first kid trip to Thailand and Japan? We spent 2 days traveling by elephant in the mountains of Chiang Mai and got to know these wonderful animals quite well. They slept just outside our hut in a remote village, where local beer provided the only entertainment. What fun! Speaking of elephants, the Harvest Festival in Sri Lanka with the parade of hundreds of elephants was really something. We toured most of the country, sleeping in a beach house and learning about a very old form of Buddhism. And how about the trip with the kids to Egypt, where we climbed the pyramid, rode camels in the desert, and went diving in Sharm el-Sheikh. The real treat for me was seeing the sunrise over the Sinai Desert. Very biblical. From the Sinai, we traveled to Israel. I loved the mud baths of the Dead Sea, but really enjoyed the time we spent in the Negev Desert. Remember our rafting trip with the kids to Sumatra and Borneo? Sleeping in tents and longhouses with the village children nearby was quite an adventure. The people were friendly and wonderful, but I can't say as much for the leeches on our jungle trek. Ooh, balance wasn't Stuart's strong suit. We traveled to Japan several times, but you went there quite often on business trips. My favorite was our visit to Koyasan, where we stayed at the Shingon Buddhist Temple, took part in meditation services, and interviewed the head monk. A lovely experience in a lovely setting. Another great kid trip was to the game reserves in South Africa. We got some wonderful wildlife footage. Getting up close to wild animals is always exciting. Looking over these albums, it occurs to me that our trip to Spain was the only one without high adventure content. No diving, no wild animals, no hiking. We even had time for a shopping spree in Madrid. Y todo el mundo sabe que es verdad. Talk about a high adventure experience. Getting in the water to photograph humpback whales in Tonga was a super treat, and they stayed close to us for hours.
It's a blue world without you.
And I really couldn't resist dancing with these friendly manta rays at San Benedicto Island in Mexico. In fact, I love getting close to all the creatures in the ocean, including a highly poisonous sea snake, non-toxic jellyfish, a prehistoric nautilus, and a curious cuttlefish.
With you away, how empty they have grown. It's a blue world from now.
Penguins make everyone smile, and being so close to so many of these entertaining birds was an awesome experience. Our trip to Antarctica was one of my very favorites, especially since during our 2,000-mile crossing of the Southern Ocean, we were blessed with calm seas. You ought to be in pictures. You're wonderful to see. You ought to be in
I stuck this in to show your hairstyles over the years. The perm was always my favorite.
Your voice would thrill a nation. Wow, that was fun reminiscing about some of our trips. We sure covered a fair amount of the world in 25 years of travel, and it seems that there's no let-up in sight. I'm really looking forward to going to Jamaica this winter to celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary, your 65th, Bob's 75th birthday, and Sherry and Bob's 50th wedding anniversary. Amazing dates. It's going to be a fantastic time. That's the wrong footage.
Sorry.
Set alongside 7 miles of glorious beachfront, the Beaches Resort in Negril, Jamaica was host to our 25th anniversary celebration. Coming from Oregon, California, Texas, Florida, Virginia, New York, and Iowa, 25 family members joined Fred and me in this wonderful setting. This all-inclusive hotel offers a full range of activities, including all sorts of water sports, a fitness center, a fabulous children's area, and, of course, scuba diving. Located just south of Cuba, Jamaica is known for its lush mountains and pristine beaches. Although English is the official language, the native patois contains a mixture of African, Spanish, and French elements. This beautiful swallowtail hummingbird, or Dr. Bird, is the national bird of Jamaica. The rooms were lovely, looking out over the beach area, and the bars and restaurants kept us well satisfied for our entire stay. Way to go, Duncan. Our favorite gathering place was under this thatch umbrella on the beach. It was wonderful to see people hanging out who would not otherwise have the opportunity to be with each other. Clearly, building sandcastles and playing in the sand was a favorite pastime. This pit was dug so deep that it filled up with water.
Grandpa says I have to help.
Steve spent hours designing this intricate masterpiece. Now that's a very cool sand sculpture, though it looks a little big for Duncan. It's been about 3 years since we last got together, so let's find out what everyone is up to. Arlene is on an unplanned sabbatical from the high-pressure work world. She's decided money isn't all that it's cracked up to be, as long as someone else is making it. Steve is reaping the benefits of his wife's reduced stress. He's also having a great year with his telephony consulting business and has landed a spot in a great group. Ben will be graduating in May from the University of Virginia with a degree in biology and philosophy. In June, he could be anywhere. In addition to presenting seminars and consulting on internet commerce, Mitchell has designed and implemented a unique mini MBA course for San Jose State University, while Deb volunteers her time to help out at Duncan's school. Duncan has just started kindergarten. At Hogwarts? Gryffindor needs him desperately to win the next Quidditch match. Rachel, Dr. Rachel received her PhD in anthropology this year and is teaching at the new school in Greenwich Village. Stuart is a successful Hollywood film editor, but his best production is sitting in his arms. In the few hours available to a busy mother, Christine is working on a documentary about the LA-based hip-hop orchestra. At 13 months, Sophie has just mastered the art of walking, and she just loves the ocean. Sue has made a major life change and is now living in Des Moines, Iowa, and working for Principal Global Investors. For his latest venture, Fred spent 4 days in a cage in cold water, filming great white sharks. Does anybody else think that's fun? My newest hobby is making quilts, and I'm just learning to use my new computer-controlled sewing machine. Guess who bought me that sophisticated toy? Lauren is teaching 5th grade this year, and with 3 wonderful children at home, she and Eric are a very busy couple. And at 9 months, Ethan is the youngest member of our family. After 20 years in the pogo stick business, Bruce is looking for a career change. Hula hoops, anyone? He still restores and drives strange foreign cars that are older than he is. Lori is teaching kindergarten in upstate New York and thinks that Jamaica in January is a fine idea. Stephen is a senior at Hunter College in Manhattan, studying media. He hopes to be a major player in the entertainment industry. Sherry and Bob just sold their home of 40 years in Ellenville, New York, and will now live full-time in their Deerfield Beach home in Florida. This year, they will celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary. Congratulations! Having lost 35 pounds, Alan is getting around a lot quicker and is enjoying acquiring a whole new wardrobe. Way to go, Alan! Zach is a sophomore at Branson High School and was the star striker on the varsity soccer team, which won the league and North Coast Regional Championships. After leaving her position as CEO for the San Francisco Bar, Tavia has just opened a pro bono law firm in San Rafael called Lawyers for One America. Aaron is a busy sophomore at Rice University, but found time to actively support Kamala Harris in her bid to become the new district attorney for San Francisco. When Elizabeth isn't playing mom, she's playing shrink, with a successful downtown New York City clinical psychology practice. Malcolm is a freelance graphics designer, visual artist, and aquarium expert. He traded in his motorcycle for a souped-up baby stroller. Alexander is all baby boy, holding the record for the fastest crawl in the East. We're having a beach party, just one of the many great dinners arranged by the warm and gracious hotel staff. And Sophie is really getting into this reggae music. Of course, we went diving. With 7 certified divers in our group and warm, clear water, this was a special treat. We found this small airplane wreck in 90 feet of water. It looks to be only a few years old by the lack of coral growth. Going through a cave made for a great silhouette photo. The eagle ray is perhaps the most graceful animal in the sea, and getting close to this hawksbill sea turtle was a special treat. Although it looks like a snake, this is actually an eel. The spotted snake eel is a fish in the same family as the moray eel. Fred found lobsters hiding in a cave, and Aaron spotted this friendly yellow stingray playing on the sandy bottom. Yes, this was a baby-centric gathering. The three little ones were the center of attention, not only for the parents, but for the entire family. We want to thank everyone for making this the best 25th anniversary we ever had. This has been our third Gala family get-together, and it sure won't be the last.